God, I'm at the damn Chick-fil-A. Gotta obey the traffic rules. Some of the nurses going to the protest. So protest in Rochester, New York. What's up, everybody? Sorry. It's been planned for a while. You know, they're having at this one hospital, RGH, they're having nurses shortage, staffing issues, like everywhere. Nurses are working long hours uh, because they're short staffed. And, you know, there's been a lot of complaints being overworked and stuff like that, you know. So I just give it a minute, kind of early jumping in, but I'm not going to get out. I don't have enough battery life to get out with this phone and the other phone. I didn't charge my phones last night, so I don't have enough battery life. But yeah, the nurses are out here protesting. Hold on. Yeah, I'm not really covering it. I'm kind of just like riding by it. And my stupid camera is in the way. My stupid ass camera's in the way. They got the cowbells, as I call them, sheep bells. A whole totally different reason why I'm making this video. I mean, yeah, it's all good. I get it. I understand it very well. So if anybody comes in on this video where I'm laying down my thoughts, just rewind it, and then you'll hear that I said that. I get it. I understand what they're doing. I get why they're upset. I get why they're protesting. I get why they walked out. All right. So that I understand fully, and you know, I get it. But this is, yeah, right, the Matrix. So I look at shit through a whole nother lens. And as y'all know, if y'all been rocking out with me for a while, I was out there with the other nurses from the other hospital, U of R, which is 100 times bigger than this hospital. Okay, and there was some effects over here too. And outside there, you know, I mean, it's people's right to get you know, what they were offering for the past 3 years. But I would say 80, if not, I don't know. I don't know the protocols right now because I haven't been in the loop, but I can guarantee 85% of them are, you know, took what was been offered for the past 3 years, you know, and that would be, you know what, the good old magic potion. And exactly, there you go. Prime example. Prime example. And this is why I'm making this video. And though I'm not really, I don't know who's out here, because I'm not walking around, um, and I don't know if I see any familiar faces from the protest with the nurses who actually lost their job. But I guarantee you, some of these nurses, they're all dancing and shit, having a good time, smiling, which is a lot different, right? A lot different from the other protests where it was more serious. They know they're going back to work. See, there's a stark fucking contrast, between this and the other protests. All right. This is all fun and games, and everybody's smiling, happy, and cheering and beeping and yay. Ain't no American flags out here. Ain't nothing about freedom out here. There is no, you know, fight for, you know, anything but, what they're asking for, higher wages. Um, so the news has been covering this crap. They're gonna be covering all day. But the state, the governor said, "Hey, we got well qualified workers that go above our expectations for these positions. So while they walk out, we'll have enough staff there." So there's that. That just goes to show their jobs is expendable, anyways. So it is what it is. Um, but my thing is, 85% of them took the advice of the past 3 years. So you know what that means. Um, my question is, where were these people when all the nurses was losing their jobs? Where was all this fun and dancing and I get it, there was probably some, but the majority that took it were probably like, well, why don't you just do it? You know what I mean? Patients come first. I guarantee those people are in there. I 110% guarantee that. Where were these people fighting when the nurses were serious and out there in the cold, in the winter, in the fall, in the rain, sun, sleet, snow. It's a nice day today. It's 75 degrees, humid. The rain was out early this morning, but where were all these people then? You know, where were all these people? Not because of they're short-handed, right? Why are they short-handed? Well, they're short-handed because of what they've been doing the past 3 fucking years. I mean, what? I mean, like, this type of shit is the shit that I don't understand. And this, are we good? Because some reason I keep buffering. That usually never happens. Yeah, yeah. I'm not in no way, shape, or form supporting this. This is why I'm making the video, because I see things through a different lens, but I get why you know they're protesting, but you know I mean, literally, there's a shortage because they fired people over getting the poke, right? Taking what they've been offering. Like, that's why this is like that, because there's an agenda behind this, right? So these people are out here protesting, demanding this because they're short staffed. I don't know if you could read some of them signs. I'll drive by slow and read some of the signs. I'm gonna roll my windows up because they're screaming all in the window and shit. Like, honk your horn. I'm not honking my horn for what? If anything, I honk the horn for people to move out of my way, and they're using the cowbells. Thank God there was no cowbells at the other protests when shit was real, when shit got real for people, there was no cowbells, no sheep bells, there was no people dancing and like, oh, happy and shit. There was real shit going on there, like real tears, real emotions. Like, these people were losing their livelihood. And they said, no, we're not doing it. Even if we lose our job, we still gonna be out here. And when we lose our job, we still gonna be out here. And you watch other nurses scared to ride by, go the other way, you know. But there was nurses that supported it, that stayed, you know. But look at this shit, guys. Look, look at this shit. You know, honk for RGH nurses, right? We demand patience before profits. Save staff and save lives. Shame on RGH's greed. I mean, I don't see anything about all the people they lost. You know, this is United States of amnesia. They're out here. Safe staffing, save lives. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, pay increases. Yep, pay increases. You know, they believe that the hospitals, greed and shit like that. And this is a smaller hospital in Rochester, New York. Rochester General Hospital. So they're out there protesting, and but where's the signs that says we're short due to guidelines, that are all released now? That they're not going by that no more. You know, it's just mind blowing to me. There's no, where was all this stink and fun and dancing when the shit was going down? You know, what I was hearing where they were saying, well, why don't y'all just do it? Put patience over yourself. You know, stop being selfish. Just do it. I'm fine. That's what they were pushing. You know, and it's short because where they at now? I mean, they left. They were like, yo, we're not doing it. So we lost our job. And here you go. And they're protesting over freaking wages? Like what? What about, I mean, it's crazy. It's really crazy, man. It just blows my mind. It really does. Really does. Short and you got to work long hours and stuff like that because they got rid of a lot of help. You got rid of a lot of help. So, and this is going on at other hospitals too. And they also had said that even in nursing school, there's staffing shortages and lack of enrollment in the local area of Rochester's, nursing schools or whatever the hell. That was they reported that. So yeah, they did. Yep. Yep. Exactly, man. Exactly, Angel. But yeah, this just it's like, where was y'all at? You know? And they're out there dancing, and I see nothing but smiles and like, yay, and like, there's nothing about anything to do with what actually is right. They're saying, oh, stop RGH's greed. Well, aren't they asking for more money? I mean, why don't you ask for more nurses? Why don't you ask for the regulations to be lifted to where nurses can come back? I mean, I wouldn't want to if I was a nurse and that happened. Hell to the double no. Where's all that? You know, I just, we see things very different. And there's even some people out there with masks on, so there's that. You can tell what type of crowd this is, the uncaring masses. And I did a glance at most of the crowd, and I really don't see many of the people that were at Strong Hospital that were losing their jobs. Shout out to them. They all got, a lot of them got new careers, new beginnings. They say their life is better now than before. but they had to face so much stress and anguish and pain. Look at these. These are the type of people that's here. Look at the bumper stickers. Think outside the box. Support our teachers. You know, when I say I'm smart, I mean Sesame Street. Today, a good day to tell people that I love them. Before you judge me, make sure you're perfect. Be weird. You know, got well. She does have Bill Gates hanging from her fucking mirror, which I wonder what that's about. But the back is all liberal feminism and shit, all kinds of shit. But this is, you know, so they just dancing and doing the fucking Harlem Shake and all kinds of shit. And all I see is patience before profits. They weren't saying that when they were giving out the good old, what they've been offering. They weren't saying patience over profits. They weren't saying nurses over profits and regulations. They weren't saying none of that shit. Like, this shit don't even register in my brain. Like, the logic, you know? So, yep, they're protesting over staffing, wage, and staffing issues, overworked, you know. I get that part, but at the end of the day, the whole, I'm gonna ride by one more time and that's it. For me, it's a smack in the face to the nurses that lost their jobs. Here comes another one. Guaranteed they probably got out of a Prius. New York State, SC in solidarity, and they're using all the good, protest words. Oh, there's a Toyota Prius right there. Go figure. Probably just got out of it. I know they ain't in. I know they're not in Chick-fil-A. Not with Peace Car on there. So, I mean, I'm not. I'm just saying. I've stood out in front of a protest and got 8 middle fingers, or was it 9 middle fingers from 9 different Priuses in one sitting, captured live. So, yeah, I can spot a protest without. I know when there's a protest around when there ain't even no people around. I found a couple protests just from looking at cars, literally. I'm a car guy, but when I see Toyotas, Subarus, and I'm talking about Priuses, Subarus, small cars, electric cars, all packed up one area, I know something's going on in the area. So let that be a strategic piece of knowledge there. When you see a bunch of shit like that around, know that there's a protest and a lot of different minded people around. And that's not offense to anybody that has a car, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Those and bumper stickers galore. You know what I'm talking about. But that energy has shifted over to Trump supporters too, because I do see a lot of bumper stickers on, Trump supporter trucks now. Like too many, not 1, 2, but like 40. The whole back plastered and design. So that's just some different stuff. But anyways, sorry. Yeah, so this is my last time riding by, but for me, it's a big slap in the face to the nurses that, lost their job because they didn't take it. And it went for this hospital had the same thing. So it went for them too. So for them to be out here, not even a sign for the nurses that lost the job or anything to do with that is like, ugh. It's like, seriously? I do envision one day U of R owning this hospital. So who knows what's really going on in the back end. But I do envision U of R at some point will take this hospital over. But yeah, it's just stupid. I don't see the police out here telling them to get in the fucking. It's dangerous. area of road because it's pretty fast around here. But you know, but again, too many patients, not enough nurses. That's what the sign said. Too many patients and not enough nurses. Can you believe that? Not to mention a lot of these patients are coming in with, reactions to the same shit that they've been offering. All right. So it's a double whammy. Here comes somebody walking up. What their sign says. West Aranagoy teachers support the nurses. All right. But anyways, yeah, that sign literally said that. Too many patients, not enough nurses, but there's not enough nurses because something happened and everybody's forgetting about that. Everybody's forgetting about that. What's good, Blink? Good to see you. I'm just looking down at the chat. Shout out to Blink. Miss Masters, what's good? So literally, there's a sign that says, too many patients, not enough nurses. I don't even know how you could be out there and nobody have a sign or nobody putting up a fuss of why the teachers were why there's a shortage. Why are they having to make this demand? Like why? And nobody want to talk about that. It's crazy to me. It blows my mind, man. And I was out there with them nurses. And to see that, it really is a slap in the face, It really is a slap in the face to those nurses. And the amount of this is another thing. How the fuck stupid am I? And the amount of news coverage this shit is getting is unbelievable, right? The news coverage on this shit is literally live right now. And there was literally all the news stations there, all of them talking about this shit. But yet when the other protest was happening, the news was very careful on what they reported. It was a quick segment. There was no live. They weren't talking to people like that. There were little small snippets and clippets, yeah, I know. But no, not like this. Not like this crap. So the news is out there full-fledged, on scene, talking to people, interviewing people, getting their voice, letting their voices be heard, Remember, they all work in collusion with each other. So, yeah, that's pretty fucked up. Big smack in the face, and it just puts on demonstration on how things are ran. I bet you there was an opposition out there or somebody to say, hey, look, you know why these nurses were, why there's a shortage? Well, y'all forgot about this. What do you got to say about that? Y'all working hard because of this, not that. I mean, this is what it is, man. So, yeah. So, yeah, that was what was going. Remember, I went through this. It's officially closed now. They couldn't afford to keep their drug house, the trap house, Rite Aid open. The trap house had to close because everything was walking out the door instead of to the register. Y'all remember I did a video on that? I said that will be closed soon. And it's closed. The trap house. That is Rite Aid, the trap house. So that shit is officially closed now. But yeah, King Charles just blows my brain. Blows my brain that they the protests out there. No mention of why there's a shortage. And I guarantee a lot of the mentality is, well, we took it, we're fine. So, you know, I bet you they had something negative to say about those nurses. So, and the teachers coming out supporting them, but they ain't come out and support. They didn't come out and support. The strong, the nurses that not it happened there too. So they ain't come out and support all the nurses when they was getting fired for that goddamn shot. You know, where was the support then? You know, so it's crazy. But yeah, that's what I wanted to make the video about today. Is it's been all over the news here locally, and they've been planning this walkout till Saturday. That's why I'm like, okay, they have a start time and an end time. All right, hoping that they'll get the attention of the people making the payments. So I'm like, okay, what if they don't come to agreement? How about y'all? How about y'all? How about they say, look, we're out here until we get our demands are met. You know, because we ain't going back in there unless our demands met. Like kind of like the other nurses had. It's like, yo, we're not doing it, so we out here till trying to get our voices heard. You know, where's that mentality? Nah, hell no. That ain't no real protest. They dancing and smiling. That right there shows that there's not no real protest. You dancing and smiling and shit. It's all fun and games. No, that ain't no real protest. They got tents set up and shit and all kind of stuff. They got music playing. You know, ain't nobody on the mic sounding the alarm. You know, the dangerousness of what was going on the inside. Nobody doing that. Nope. Just give us more money. We're gonna protest from Thursday to Saturday. Then what? I mean, come on, man. Then what? You know? Oh shit, nurses strike 83. Today's day 83. That's interesting as hell. Thanks for that info. But yeah, so we literally got a timed strike. But it is a strike, so there is a difference between a strike and a protest. So, but I think they're even confused on what it actually is. They're just doing it. Nurses are going on strike. Well, that's different because you're gonna take your ass back in there. You know. So hey, it is what it is. It is what it is, man. You know, I get it, I understand it, but I look at it through a whole nother lens. It's a smack in the face to those who lost their job, which created these shortage. Which the ones that lost their job at the beginning were the heroes. Like, how strange and Twilight Zone upside down world shit we live in. Because remember when they were a hero, you know, and then they went to, you're fired. Like, what? Like, what is this? Like, what is this? Not, like, what is this? You know? And then I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, that now it's, oh, you don't have to, doesn't matter in right now. Like, what the front door is going on? You know? So nurses went from heroes and overstaffed, right? Because they had too many, because they were, dancing and doing TikTok videos and all kinds of shit, and going on vacation, being told they're not needed because nobody was in the hospitals. Y'all remember all that? Hashtag film your hospital. We knew what time it was before what it was. Now it ain't enough. You know, now it ain't enough. And this is going on in other parts of the country. All by design. All by design. So, yeah, just another day in the neighborhood. So, yeah. So Trump will be indicted today for all the Trump supporters and lovers, and he'll be not indicted, but he'll be in court today at 4 p.m. to his 4 felony charges. They made sure to say that on the news, so that's 44. Whatever the hell what that's going to mean. So, Mr. Trump, top of the news today, boy. They put barricades around the District Federal Court of the United States, District of Columbia, which isn't even a part of the United States, which is a big, fat, complete joke. So, you got that, and then, you got this outbreak of leprosy in Florida, all right, which I'm sure it's coming from something other than an armadillo, all right, a skin inflammation disease, whatever the hell you call it. I think it's coming from the what. It's fucking with the nervous system, all right. But that's just me. That's just me being a conspiracy theorist. They say, because everything that pretty much lines up with that is conspiracy theory is lining up to be just the facts of the matter. So, strange world we living in, guys. Strange world. What's good? See double 34 music. Good to see new faces. I don't know how it's happening, but there's a lot of new faces that are here on my heavily censored shadow band, everything under the sun on all devices and all social medias. My band ass. So it's good to see. Oh shit, when I turn that off, I need to keep my phone charging. So shout out to all you guys and everybody else. Like the nurse protest for me is a complete hypocritical joke, because you're going to protest and put words like shortage and staffing issues and more patients than nurses. You got to be fucking kidding me that it's all because of the protocols that were put in place and all the brothers and sisters who lost their job. Like, bitch, get out of here. Like, doesn't matter what religion you believe in. No, you're not working for us anymore. Like, that's what happened. Not a wage increase where, like, you're going to go back to work whether you get it or not, because I don't think you're going to be able to sustain like they was out there. Like, this is like, y'all would be out there for a long time. Well, all right, well, if RGH, well, we'll come up with an agreement and it'll be active. We'll come up with an agreement around the first of the year. So you mean tell me they're going, and we're not going to give you details of that, so you can keep protesting. So do you think they're going to protest until then? Hell to the nuzza. They're going back to work, whether what wage it is or not. I mean, you've been working. Like, you're not about to lose your job. Like, this ain't a job situation where you got to choose your career. Like, where you have to make life-changing choices. No, this ain't none of that. This is wage increases or whatever the hell else is the demands, And it's all showing dog and pony, because they're going to come out, okay, yay, we did it. We fought it. We got it. Yay. They're going to ring their fucking cowbells, and just wait till the next one roll around, when they say you got to have this mandatory, polka dot. Yeah, they're going to be out there then? Hell no. Nah. You see how many people were out there? Wasn't that many people out there during all this shit that was going on. Wasn't that many. What's good, Tap P? What's good, Rap Samples? Shout out to all y'all. Good to see all you guys. Things are coming back. All these teachers, are these nurses gonna stand with the teachers when some real shit start happening? Holy crap. I'm fully masked up. You know, shit. Because according to the court ruling, teachers are governmental officials now. Like that, I couldn't. I mean, teachers are government employees. Like what? That's new to me. So a teacher is a governmental employee. Ain't that some crazy shit? You know, I can't wait to see where that goes. So hold on, guys. Yeah. So yeah. So the schools, schools. This is something that was new to me. I always overlooked it, but they can't be sued. You know, because they have governmental immunity. Oxford, Michigan. We believe government immunity is unconstitutional. Remember that. But it says civil lawsuit, um, and it says government has immunity. Hold on. Hold on. A judge ruled that district employees have government immunity while doing government duties. Boom. So that's just crazy. The Oxford School District and its employees have government immunity and can't be sued. So that's going to make a lot of, you know, it's going to make a lot of things different, but pretty wild. But all right, that's all I wanted to talk about this morning. Um, I might go live between now, tomorrow, and Saturday because um, shout out to the Puerto Rican Festival. So it's a huge celebration here in Rochester, but it turns into something after, and you see water cannons, riot police come out. Like literally, it turns into they lock down a portion of the city, and it's like literally martial law. You guys know I've live streamed from them before, but I might check it out. Not sure yet, um, but I might check it out. Show you how um, the city of Rochester, I do believe practices, you know, crowd control, their tactics on this festival, which should be, which the community should put up a stink and say, you know what, this is, a violation of our rights to, but then it is at the same time a public safety concern. So I get why they're doing it, but slickly, I know for a fact by being out there that RPD and the law enforcement officials here are practicing while they're doing what they're doing. Because I've seen shit out there I've never seen before. I've seen tactics never used before where they didn't have to use them. But last year they did have like water cannons. They had sound machine devices to move crowds. Do I think it's necessary? Yeah. But is it right in the eyes of people that are always fighting for these certain little rights and things? No, because it's kind of like, you know, and it's like a double-edged sword, I guess. But it gets rowdy, but they be doing unnecessary shit, but they be using shit that I've never seen before. So, and they use tactics. I'm like, okay, that's a tactic they don't even need to be using. So, just my opinion that they be practicing, different scenarios during this, because you'll be at one area, you'll see them doing some different shit. You'll be at another area, you see them doing some different shit. I'm like, yo, these people, they're practicing for something, you know. So, just my opinion. But all right, man, I will, talk to y'all later. Much love, and yeah, the nurses protesting for, you know, I don't know, but it's not asking for more employees. They're asking for more money. They might be asking for more employees, but them signs said too many patients, not enough staff. Well, why don't you say we need more staff? Y'all need to hire more staff. You guys need to hire more staff. You guys need to bring back or and some demands about your brothers and sisters and your friends and colleagues that left because of the what. Like, where's the people fighting for them? Stop being selfish. Why are you demanding more money? Demand more nurses so you could work less hours. You know, they done got them used to that money now. Think about it. Well, we don't want to demand for more nurses. We need more money, not more nurses. We could do those demands later. Come on, man. Make it make sense. Peace and love, y'all.